Hey guys, RB the Garden Nanny. Welcome to my office. This is my closet seed table office. But this is a little space. I'll show it to you in a little bit. But it's just a desk that I have where I keep all of my seeds. I have seeds in these boxes. I love this little desk. It houses all of my seeds, and I'm able to come over here and take the seeds that I collect from outside and put them in either envelopes or let me show you my seed spinner. It was spice spinners, but I have made them into seed spinners. These I got from Facebook Marketplace, and basically I'm going to put a label on here based on what the seed is. And I don't plan on keeping this in for years to come. I plan on putting seeds in here and using them for next year. But I wanted to have a space or a place to put them. And this I thought was very, very neat. It just came to me, you know, how can I save seeds? And this is another way of doing it. Here is a quick tour of my little seed desk. When it is closed, it looks like this. I think it's very, very beautiful, very unique. There is this pool, as you saw, desk area. There's also an area where you can keep other things. I have my calendars and all that when I can sew in that drawer. And these are two seed spinners. I do not have my names on them. I just got these, and I will be putting seeds that I've collected outside to use for next year in here. And then down at the bottom, I have my trusty seed packets in here, and they start with annuals, broccoli, they're in alphabetical order, cabbage, carrots, cucumbers, herbs, lettuce, miscellaneous foods, peas and beans, peppers, perennials, spinach, squash, Swiss chard, tomatoes, and watermelon. I'm just going to pick a box, broccoli for instance, and show you how I have it. So I have some burpee broccoli rab, and I have some botanical interest broccoli sprouting summer purple. So I only have two in this little box. Some I have more seeds than others, but the point is not to really collect. The point is to use. And so another one more, perennials. All right, this one is my favorite. This is that silver sage Artemis. I showed you this in my video. It was right in the vegetable garden. I had to take this up because I put my bench in that area. And I love this. This is a biennial, and it grows these beautiful leaves. And then afterwards, you get the white flowers. So that's that. Let's see. These are green twister echinacea, paradise mix echinacea, and I got a bunch of these seeds from Colorado. This is Maltese cross, blue flax, cardinal flowers, dwarf evening primrose, Johnny jump ups, catchfly, and arrowleaf balsam root. And I put little things on the seeds just to remind me of what to do and when to do it. But this is Gloriosa daisy. I love this plant. This is a beautiful one in the garden. And this is Gaillardia. This is phlox. And I got some seeds from a friend that are perennials. So yeah, this is how I store the seeds that I get from, like True Value, Home Depot, whatever, wherever. I'll just put them in here, and sometimes I do it in alphabetical order, and sometimes I don't. Back in the day when we used to go to Walgreens and get our film developed, they would give us these little things, or Sam's. They would give you these things, and you could put your negatives in there. You could put photos in there. Well, we don't do that anymore. So I thought, well, how can I use these? And what came to mind was to put seeds in them. So I have on the outside what these are: Cleome, Strawflower, and Sweet William. So it's basically what I do down at the bottom in that case. But because I have more of these, I put them in here. And the purpose, again, is to use these, not to have them looking pretty in these cases. But my goal is to definitely, like these Sweet Williams, I will probably use all of these starting in the spring, because I couldn't do it as a cool flower in the fall. So I'm definitely using these come spring to just direct sow in my raised bed flower garden. So these I'm looking forward to using right away. And that is the point. I want to use these right away and not just have them looking pretty in the cases. So right now, I wanted to share with you all how I am going to be saving zinnia seeds. I have a client. We were working together to try to see what worked in her garden. So it was experimental. She has saw that there are deer present on her property from time to time. So we decided to just do a test run to see what worked. Well, they loved the petunias, but I put in some zinnias, and they did not like the zinnias. They did not bother the zinnias. They just left it alone, and it grew beautifully in the garden. They also did not like the coleus. So those are two things that I know will do well in her garden, as well as daffodils. Deer do not like daffodils. Squirrels usually don't like daffodils. I took up her summer plants and put in the daffodils. So I'll leave a card and you can go check out that video. While I was there, there was a little run in the dirt, and found out that she has chipmunks, and she also has voles, voles, voles. So they can really do some destruction in the garden as well. So I'll be keeping my eye out on those. But back to the zinnias. They really, really did well. So what I do is I've collected the zinnias, some of the zinnias that were present in her garden, that you can just cut zinnias off, and I just cut them off and put them in the bag. Now they're nice and dry. Now they're ready for me to collect the seeds. But the beauty about this is it's a one and done. You get a particular variety that you like. Just say you're somewhere and you see a zinnia that you like. Hopefully it's someplace where you can pick it. Or you see a friend's yard and she has zinnias. You can just ask for the seed heads. I have just cut it off. You can tell here's the stem, and this is the flower. It was once a beautiful flower at one point, but now it's dry, crusty, old, and most people just would throw this away. But in here are loads of seeds. So today I'm going to go through this process of showing you how I collect the seeds, and I'm going to use these seeds to start zinnias ahead of time. Start them in pots, and so that they can grow up, and then I can just sow them in her garden when the time comes. Of course, we're in fall right now, so I'm not in the process of wanting to start any seeds because it's just too early. We're in November. This is a process that I would probably put in soil around February, March. I'd have to look at my calendar, but that is down the road. Right now, I'm just going to show you how to save seeds from these zinnia heads. So I'm going to bring you in close so you can see how this is done. So the first thing I want to do is write on the envelope that this is Linda's Zinnia seeds. Okay, that's the first thing. You can take all of this off, just pull it off. Okay, well, let me show you what I have here. Looks like a little arrow. This is the seed. On this side, this is the little flower petal that you saw, but on the bottom, looks like a little arrow, is the seed. So that is what the seed looks like. You might say, well, that is a lot of work to have to go through all of that and get the zinnia seeds. Well, what I would do, and what I am going to do, is I'm going to take all of this and I am going to put it all in this envelope. This is a bunch of seeds. And yes, you can take this and go through and pick off all those little things like this. But why do that when it can just go right into the garden? And this is not going to grow anything, so it's just going to be mulch or whatever you want to call it in the garden. But this is what you're looking for, that little seed. It looks like a little arrow. It's all going in this little envelope. And I am going to close it up. And it's ready to be direct sown in the garden, or it's ready to be put in a pot with soil, and you can just let it germinate when the time is right for your season, for your zone. And I will be showing that a little later when the time comes. Right now, I'm just collecting the seeds. This is a way of doing it where it's probably called the lazy man's way. It's my way. I'm not going through and taking every little flower petal off the zinnia to collect the seed. That would take forever and a day. And this works. From the seed head, there are loads and loads of seeds as well. So I'm just going to remove it just like that. Pick it from the head. And look at that. Look at all of those seeds. So I'm going to take another envelope. That's why I got a whole bunch of these envelopes. And I am just going to put the seeds in just like that. And again, Linda's seeds. And I'm going to put my little tape on there. And there you have it. And that's just from one seed head. Think about it. I buy a packet of seeds. It normally does not come with this many seeds. So again, you can tell this one was a purple one. It still has its color, but as you can see, it sounds crispy hard because it is. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. Here is a great example of what Zinnia packets look like. Now, not all of them, but these are 3 burpee Zinnia packets that I purchased. And look at the little scoop. This is from 3 packets. And you can see from what I collected that I have many more. It's like it's a no-brainer. Why not just collect the seeds, get so many more seeds, and you can bypass going through buying the packets. Sometimes it's just good to have little cheap Dollar Tree Zinnia packets that you can just easily throw on the ground, or it's just easy sometimes to just pick up a packet. But I love this process. And I'm not going to be able to use all of these seeds either. I can plant these in other parts of the garden and others' garden, give them as gifts to friends. I have a garden party every year. This is going to be the 4th annual, and this is a great gift to just give a gardener to start their garden off with something easy as zinnias. And so yeah, this is Linda seeds. So I don't even have to buy seeds for her. Put zinnias on here and Linda seeds. And that is it. That is how I go about saving the seeds for my garden. Now, look at this. I have loads left to do, because I can put some of those seeds as well in these spinner bottles. And then I can just label the outside as zinnias. This one, for instance, is like an orange. You can see it's an orange zinnia. Same deal, I will put one in these spinners. So there you have it. I'm going to put on here. So I have one of these Dymo Letra tag. I got this off of Amazon. If I can find it, I will link it in the description box below. But I'm just going to put in, I'm going to turn it on first of all. And then I'm going to go back with the arrow, back arrow, and take that out. And I'm going to put Zinnias. Zinnia. Zinnia. And then I'm going to hit print. It's printing, coming out the side there. And I'm going to hit that on the side, and it's going to cut it off for me. And now I have a tag that says Zinnia. Instead of having caraway seeds, it's Zinnia seeds. Okay? And this is from Linda's Garden. So I also got to put on there Linda's Garden. I'll just put Linda. And there's my first one that I can put on my seed spinner. So there that is. And like I said, that is one seed head. And I plan on using these when it's time to put them in give them a head start and put them in soil. That is what I'm going to use first. These right here that came from the garden. So. So I hope this video has helped someone. And if you want to know how to direct sow, I will put that in the description box so you can go check how easy that is to just direct sow them in the ground. Or you can just give them a head start by putting them in pots in the spring, summer, and you can just let them go outside when it's time. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.